Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for watching. I'm doing a video response to Steve up at Michigan Arms today, and it's regarding the concealed carry mindset. Steve did a VR to the guys at Tactaholics. Both of those channels are great, a lot of good information. Check those out. It'll be a short video. Might even ruffle a few feathers with my thoughts and my opinions on this. The concealed carry mindset. I personally believe that every single individual, every single human being is born with an innate ability to defend themselves, an innate willingness to defend themselves when the chips are down. Now, is the fight or flight response different in some people? Sure, absolutely. But when the chips are down and people are cornered, life will be defended. And if you don't believe that, check the statistics, watch Forensic Files, those type of shows. Whenever a victim is discovered, male or female, generally it's female. If they do find a female, a body, what is the first thing they look for? Skin under the fingernails, because that female fought. Now, in some of those situations, it's too bad they didn't have a gun, because they probably could have ended the fight, or at least had a better chance of survival, rather than just using fingernails to claw someone, could have popped the bad guy. And empty a mag on the fool. But anyway, that means that those ladies fought, skin under their fingernails. They fought for their life. Maybe they weren't in a position to fight until they were absolutely in the most dire conditions to fight. But my point is, I think that if you corner anyone, they will eventually fight for their life, which tells me that it is inside of you to survive, and you have a will to live. When you were born, when God put you on this planet, you're here for a purpose. And everybody's got skills and abilities. And inside, we also want to survive. We want to be able to put those skills to work, and make the world a better place based on our skills and abilities. And, it's in our DNA. Now, here's the next thing. Everybody has a mindset to survive when they're cornered. Some people have a mindset to survive even when they're not cornered, and I get that. Those are the people I want to talk about next. Those are the ones that, if you ask me, when things go really bad in a gunfight, okay, if we're talking about concealed carry, if things go really bad in a gunfight, maybe a round grazes off the head, maybe it goes to a neck, maybe they take a lethal round. The 1986 Dade County shootout showed us, one of the bad guys there was a military vet. I'll give him that. And so he had a lot of training and that type of thing, but I guarantee you he never trained taking live rounds that were fatal, obviously, or he would have been dead long before then. So my point being is, some people are more geared to survive through anything. And it may be based on past experiences. It may be your upbringing. It may be you wrestled, maybe played football, maybe you were abused as a child. It's awful to think about, but some of the things will toughen people up to the point where they will fight, and they will fight no matter what, whether they're injured, bleeding, cut, broken bones, it doesn't matter. You have to kill someone to stop them. And I saw that instinct many times. I used to promote mixed martial arts, and I watched fighters that would get in a cage, and man, they'd get cut and see their own blood, and they shut down. And the fight didn't go on very much longer. I've seen it at the highest levels, UFC level. Guys started getting hurt, started getting battered, and all of a sudden they're not in the fight anymore. Now it's less on that scale, especially at the elite level, but some people thrive then. Man, you cut them or you hurt them, and all of a sudden the fight's on. They flip a switch, which brings me to my last point, and that last point is, I personally do not buy the argument that you will never rise to the occasion, you will only fall to the level of training. Now, before I go any further, training is dire. It is extremely important. I do it myself. My family who carries, they do it, because if things go bad, I want those neurological pathways to be from the brain to the muscle tissue to get a proper trigger press, press out, sight alignment, sight picture, even under stress. You don't think about those things, but you're going to do it because you've done it enough on live ammunition and with dry fire, dry practice also. So, seen it time and again, and I guarantee you there are military guys out there, maybe who have been in battles, or police officers, maybe spec ops guys, who could comment on this video. Guys who were in your units or in your department who were different. And they live for that fight. And you know, if things went really bad, they're not quitting until they're dead. They can rise to that occasion. It's the way people are wired. It is in their DNA. Now, most of the population, absolutely, that's true. But there are people who can rise to the occasion, even in life or death situations. They are wired differently, they function differently, and they've got a warrior mentality. And there are people that can do it. So anyway, hope I didn't ruffle too many feathers with that, but I just don't buy that argument that you will never rise to the occasion. I don't believe it. I've seen it too many times with good athletes, elite athletes, you know, things you read about when guys are injured and wounded and hurt and they continue to fight. There are people who are wired differently. And those guys, as long as they're on the right side of the law and on the United States of America side, those are guys I want fighting for me. They're the ones I want in a gunfight, a fist fight, whatever, you name it, I want them on my side. So anyway, guys, you want to do a VR to this video, do it, please. Comment, let me know what you think. If you disagree, if you agree. Also check out Tactaholics, great channel, and check out Steve at Michigan Arms up in Livonia, Michigan. Until next time, guys, Brian Poe with Poe Performance.